Hello, everybody, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays!
Happy Christmas. Happy holidays.
I made a little bit of a mistake for anybody that's in the chat room. Bear with me. I invited more people than StreamYard can handle. Apparently, you can only do 5 people on screen at a time. So if I invited you and you're not in yet, please hang out in the chat. If you need to get in, give me a note and we can bring you in and ask somebody to take a pee break or something, and or a tea break. And yeah, we'll see what we can do here. And I think a couple people have to leave early too, so we'll just play it by ear. I'm juggling between YouTube and StreamYard, so let's see. Okay. I thought maybe more people could wait backstage in the green room, but I think it's limited to 5 there too. So.
Oh wow!
I
did not know that.
Jinx.
Anyway, the whole idea of this little party is, I was thinking about people around the holidays that either don't have family, they're alone, or they can't be with their family, or they're depressed, or they don't, they have a hard time with the holidays, because holidays are usually spent around lots of people. And, I'm one of those people. I live alone. I don't have much family left. They're far away. But I'm not really depressed about it. I find ways to make joy for myself. So that was kind of the idea of little ways you can make joy for yourself if you are spending the holidays alone. And so it doesn't cost much, maybe takes a little thought or imagination, but I just wonder if you guys have little things that you do to make joy, like jingle a bell or light a candle or my tree. I don't know if you saw my tree.
Yes. Yeah, that was brilliant.
I put new batteries in it this morning, so it's got quite bright and a colorful purple.
Looks cool.
Yeah. And this was like $10 at the drugstore or something. So, I mean, it's no muss, no fuss, and little light and joy for us.
Yeah, that's a good commercial. But yeah, like wearing silly glasses is one of the things, you can do, because these are cheap ones. I think something like this should be available in every country, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
and like my silly hat, and it even has flashing lights, and it wasn't expensive. It was just in the UK. We very often have like pop-up shops that come up during Christmas time that are just called the Christmas shop, and they're just full of like wrapping paper and novelty things and stuff like this. So and then it's not expensive, so you can just do that as well if you want to.
Well, I think decorating for yourself is something that can kind of like bring a little warmth into your space, and then that can be something that will make you smile. I know last year I have a tendency, like anything comes my way that's hard, I will find something creative to do and just throw myself into it. Hence the 8 million circus peanuts videos.
That was brilliant.
So things like that, we have the internet now, so a need to feel connected, really just looking for like almost any live stream. Like even if you don't interact, I feel like you're having that connection if that's something you feel you need. I mean, I found all those things helpful.
Yeah, the creative projects, and you can create decorations, so you don't have to. I love that. You don't have to buy stuff. You can do a lot from paper.
This is a little bit of yarn, and at the last minute yesterday, I thought, I need a project. I need a new gnome hat for this party. So I crocheted this last night.
Oh, wow.
I was going to ask you, I saw you talking about that, if that was for today.
That's great. I mean, we are quite fast with it then.
And another thing I do, it's mostly for anxiety, but it could help people if they were kind of depressed or whatever, again, to be doing something to take your mind away. For anxiety, I do like colouring, but at the moment you can get like the Christmas colouring books, which are like nice and festive, and you could do something like that, which you're then concentrating on something other than maybe feeling depressed or whatever, and you could use bright colours and things like that.
Anything that gets you out of your head, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of you have family or relatives or spouses or whatever, but do any of you who do celebrate around a lot of people find yourself getting overwhelmed by it and like needing a little quiet peace time to yourself? And do you manage to sneak away and take it? And
we officially break pretty much. We have our meal together, and then everybody goes to their room and watch something. Everybody has their own time as well, because my family, okay, some of us moved, but we're gonna be, I think, 5 people, but we have our scheduled group activities, which are usually just eating. That's the best thing. But we all watch different things because we're in a position. So I'm not assuming that everybody can just go and watch something on Netflix or whatever. But what I was thinking, that what I would do if I would live alone is make a bigger deal about the meal that I'm eating. Actually make it like a pretty setup on the table. Like treat yourself as someone who would be your guest. Because if you just sit down and eat the same meal the same way, you can feel like you're missing out. But if you actually like try to make it pretty, light a candle, it sounds silly, but lighting a candle, listening to some music, or watching something that you like, you don't have to watch festive things, but something that you actually enjoy. If you do that, then maybe it can be like easier to handle, that others are not there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, music like that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be Christmas themed. But nice music that you enjoy.
Yeah, I've been blasting Elvis. I mean, he cheers me up. So
Who did you say?
Elvis.
Oh, Elvis. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people like to sing. I'm not really a big singer, but it's like, sing yourself a carol or listen to some carols or something.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going crazy. Well, if you saw my postings on Facebook today, they're nonstop. I've been finding all these decorative, if you do a search on YouTube for Cozy Christmas Cafe, they have all these animated illustrations of cafes with lights twinkling and fire in the fireplace and snow coming down outside. And it's usually like soft Christmas jazz, and I love it. It's like, ooh, I wish I could find a real cafe like that here in the city that's decorated that way that I can go hang out at, because that's one of my favorite things is going to coffee shops or cafes and just especially looking out the window with the snows coming down. It's like the first chance at that, I'm running out the door to get there because it doesn't happen too often.
You have snow, by the way? Who has snow?
Oh, yeah, we do.
It's gone now.
I'm stunned.
It's not raining anymore here.
Oh, we don't have it today. We've got lots of rain. Unfortunately, it was supposed to be snowy, but yeah.
It's gonna be It's gonna be sunny tomorrow, and after that, I guess it's even worse. Today, at least, there was some fog in the morning when I was going to work, and I was like, "Oh, it's better than standing there in the rain." So I'm like, "Yoo-hoo, Christmas!" The weather is killing it.
I forgot to switch back to comments, and I thought, how come nobody's saying anything? It's because I still have it set on banners. It's.
Oh, yeah.
So I should say hello to a few people in the chat. Hello, M.A. the Gray, Evie, Aquarius Al, Gerald, of course. Gerald will be popping in later as soon as we get room for him to squeeze him in. Patrice, hello, Patrice.
Hi, Patrice.
Kim Moon Whisper, Donna Riedler.
Oh, Donna.
And Zane, Tarot Token Witchery. Hey, Zane.
Oh, Zane.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Same.
Let's see who anybody
No,
else.
Yeah, we can't see the comments. I mean, I can't see them, so just a
William,
blanket hi to all.
I don't know William Dobbs. Hello. Early ritual,
Early ritual.
and that's it for now. Let's see. Patrice loves coffee shops and cafes. One day we'll meet in New York, and I can share my favorite with them. Yeah.
Oh,
That's nice.
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
New York sounds good for a winter season. I don't know if it's actually true or it's just based on movies I watched. But
Oh, Miss Tarot D is there. I have to
Hi.
ask Miss Tarot D to stand by backstage. I don't know if she's in full getup or not today, but we'll find out when she gets here. And I got a note from Candy. She couldn't make it because she's with family, and they're doing a gingerbread house competition in the early.
Oh my gosh.
Wonderful. Must be
awesome.
fun.
With the kids.
Well, it's all about kids. I mean, I saw another video this morning about it was called 1950s Christmas in the U.S. And it was all these like home movies and Miss Tarot D says won't be coming on, not feeling too well. Just pop support.
Okay.
Take care of yourself. We love you.
Feel better
Glad to see you
soon.
here, though.
So yeah, I mean, I was born in 1952, and it was this particular video was saying that the 50s were the best Christmas or best Christmas decade or whatever, because it was post-war and they had all these new toys and these new things coming in to celebrate. And when I think about it, for me, it really was the best, but it's probably because it was a very repressed time. And when you have a very repressed time, any little joy is sort of more joyful. And it was my years from 0 to 8 years old. So by the time the 60s roll around, I think I was already getting too old to really appreciate Christmas, because Christmas really is the best when you're like a little kid, I think. But
yeah, it's so magical when you're little.
It is.
Yeah.
I think
when you
as
have kids around.
Yeah, like as an adult, like when we do holiday stuff and there's little kids, it's like, oh yay! Like you get that a little bit of that excitement back, kind of vicariously through them.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, like if you know you're going to be alone for the holidays, to start planning early. There are a lot of people out there who are alone or lonely or feel, alienated because they don't really fit in with their families, and they just need someone to corral them. And so there's plenty of people that you probably know, and you all are sitting alone in your houses. And I think it's just important to reach out to people early on and say, let's all get together. And that alone can make you feel like you're part of a family.
Yeah.
And even if you can't get physically together, that's one of the great things about YouTube or StreamYard. I mean, we can do it now. It's like, here I was alone. I thought, oh, can I be with somebody over the holidays? Well, here, I invite you and you and you and you, and here we are. So thank you for coming and being with me. So I'm not alone. Although I'm not bothered by being alone. And
just
if I wasn't doing this, I'd be in other people's chats.
Yeah. And I was thinking, I don't know if this is possible even here, but I was just thinking that in the US it's probably more possible to volunteer somewhere, maybe, because that can be a very rewarding feeling if you're alone, going out and helping.
Yeah, soup kitchens and stuff. Yeah.
I know that they can be inundated around the holidays. Like everyone wants to volunteer around the holidays. Like I remember the one year I volunteered to feed at a women's shelter, and we had problems getting the food to people because every place had already been overfed. And so we were going from like homeless shelter to homeless shelter, trying to say, please take this food. And they're like, we've already been baked out, so it's good to plan early to try to find some place to volunteer.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of interesting.
does
That,
I'm
ooh,
sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. I was changing a subject, but go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it is interesting that when it comes to volunteerism, that it does seem to be certain times of year it's on everyone's mind, and that other times there's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was my only comment.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of option here. I was just thinking that where I work, there's a homeless guy who lives in, a certain place because he's always there. And we were just talking about, I mean, I mean, I'm not saying it because, we're so special or whatever, but we had a little McDonald's party at the office yesterday. And then, we bought him some sandwiches as well because we just kind of felt like it would be such an asshole-ish thing to do, and we're going out and having all these like wonderful food, and even if it's not a lot, it's I don't know why you can't say that it felt good to like give him the food, because I was just talking about this with my friend, and it's not necessarily connected to this, just to volunteerism, that for some reason it's kind of told to, I mean, it's been pushed that you're not supposed to feel good from doing that. You're supposed to just do it, and not because you're feeling good. You're just supposed to do it because that's the right thing to do. And that's also true, but why can I feel good? No?
Right? What am I supposed to hand you this sandwich with resentment in my heart?
I don't know. Feeling nothing. Like
I am utterly
some
apathetic
chicken,
right
nothing.
now.
I don't understand. Like, yeah, I'm feeling good from it. And isn't it that a good thing that I'm feeling good? You're feeling good because you're getting the food at least. So I don't know, why is it a bad thing to say that helping people is a good thing, as in make you feel good.
Yeah.
More people would do that if it would be, said off more often that you're gonna feel better if you do that. So I don't know.
I wanted to welcome a couple people that popped in: Lisa Rhodes and 3 of Cups Eclectic Tarot Danielle. That's a mouthful. And somebody just said something about Donna. Someone said a friend in Maine that their electricity went off and the shingles fell off the roof.
Oh man! Oh my gosh! Hi, Mom.
Is your mom there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
Oh, that's lovely.
I know. Sorry, I'm not seeing the comments, but hi.
And I don't know if my aunt is lurking or not, but she might be too. So hi, Auntie.
Hi, Regina, Mom and Aunt.
Water Ballet, hello, and Pamela Batchelor.
Yeah, hi from Hungary. I don't know. International crew represent everything.
Anybody drinking anything today? That's another thing. Some people turn to cocktails.
Alcohol. Not yet.
Cocktails. I have no tolerance anymore. But if I did, I would have butter shots in my coffee. Right now, I just have coffee.
I'm not drinking yet. Tomorrow the drinking starts. Oh, I love that mug.
Seasonal William Morris mug. It feels.
Just say William Morris.
I don't know if that's what do you call it that you kiss under, mistletoe, or holly, but it looks festive to me.
It looks festive. Yeah.
I'm having my violet black tea, which is my favorite. I love it. It's so.
Mine is turned the other way because
orange.
It's a quote from a movie that says, "I love toxic waste."
It's such a you cup. It's such a you cup.
Hi up, Simon. Simon just popped in.
Hi.
Double check my Facebook chat to see.
I haven't started yet, but I have got mead.
I think we're
nice.
Except for the only one's missing is Gerald. So, because everybody else had to cancel out. And he's pretty patient, so he'll be in.
I mean, 10 minutes or so, I will have to leave anyway. So, he can.
Okay.
replace me.
Well, do you have other little things you might like to mention in terms of making your own joy?
Yeah.
I have so many of them, so I don't want to hog it up with my
I mean,
idea.
going for a walk,
Yeah,
like even if it's the weather sucks, just getting outside, not sitting. I think that helps.
but that's
Yeah.
sort of everyday joy, isn't it? I mean, is there a particular thing that you do around the holidays to make joy, or if you're feeling left out, or I don't know?
Looking at the how other people like decorated their houses, the Christmas lights and stuff. We used to do that here. We used to go when there was snow and stuff. We used to go for a walk and just check all the different decorations because that can be fun.
Yeah. And also, I mean, our own community, I mean, we always make our own joy by buying a new deck, right? Or rifling through a deck.
Exactly.
So true.
Images, I
One
mean,
of the things that I
it's,
had on that I thought if you're able to, buying yourself a Christmas present,
yeah,
like a to me from me kind of thing, if
Yeah.
you're able to. And with us, it'd probably be a deck.
yeah,
That's joy, definitely.
Like,
yeah, I do that. Well, I always have trouble anyway when buying gifts for other people because I think too many of us are disconnected somehow with who we tend. I fall into this where I want to share something I love with somebody else, not thinking that maybe they've got no interest in that,
mm,
or you go off of their list, something that they want. That's probably better, but it doesn't give you the same joy or excitement.
No.
But yeah, it's tricky, I think, gift giving. And I think, oh, nobody's going to give me a better gift than I can give myself. I know exactly what I want.
yeah, but I like the surprise, so I can't give
Yeah.
myself with the surprise. Even though I'm gonna start the like the honest answer and tell you what I ordered for myself for Christmas, and then you can all join in. Because I have the pocket edition of the Wild Unknown, and there's the Oracle. Not sure the name right now, but Kim Kress, the Wild whatever, I don't know, the Oracle, and it was around the same percentage off as the when I bought the pocket. Like I can't speak anymore. I'm sorry. I worked all day, but I ordered it for myself, but it hasn't even been shipped. So I'm like, oh, it's not gonna be here. And I was hoping that it would arrive between like Christmas and New Year's, and I could still get a new deck. And whoa, but they didn't even ship it out yet. So, but
no.
I bought myself a deck. So
Early
Nice.
ritual, yes. To answer your question, sorry.
What's that?
So who bought what? Please do share.
Kim Moon Whisperer says Sandra's advent calendar has been joyful, and it's true. And I've been watching those little figures come out one a day, and the first couple of days or whatever, she showed a couple of them together. And I thought, well, I hope when she's all done, we're going to get to see them all lined up, the whole cast. So I sent her a note, and she said, "Well, I wasn't going to, but maybe I will now."
That's awesome.
I will.
Yeah, one more day.
Yeah.
We're done with the whole thing.
And I ordered a couple little decks for myself early on, but they weren't really surprised. They were like mini versions of decks I already had. So it's kind of like, wah, wah,
Yeah.
Those look like. It's just, I love smaller cards, so that will be fun to have. But I thought, oh, I kind of need something new. And I did have a couple things ordered in the mail, and I was excited about them, but I'm making a New Year's resolution not to order any more things from abroad. I don't know if I can stick to that, but I find these things on Etsy that I love, and then it takes months for them to arrive, or it's just something always goes wrong in the mail. Like I've gotten decks from Russia, from the Ukraine, I just got one in the mail this morning from Turkey, and and they either don't turn out to be what I want or they take forever, and I don't know. But it's just like I go through such stress over the postal system.
Yeah, same.
I think,
But
I'm going to have to decide that I really absolutely positively want or need this deck now if it's outside of the States, and I'm going to buy it. 'Cause
Yeah, and it's so interesting because most of the decks that I would like, but I can't buy because they are from the US on Etsy. So it's funny that, we're like, "Nah, nothing is good that's, made here that's easily accessible for me." And, so
I got two decks. One of them I reviewed this morning, which if you saw, it's sort of it's like anthropomorphized animals, and I think it's called Rare Tarot of the Animal Lords or something, and
Oh, I have
it's
that deck.
very much like who has it?
I
You have that one? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I've had
interesting.
it for years though.
Well, I
was
just
out of print.
discovered it on Etsy this year, but and the images are interesting. It's very much like that. What's the one by the Light Seers lady? What was the one she did with
Chris and the
Chris and the Curious
Creatures?
Creatures.
Curious
Yeah.
Creatures?
Mm.
It's like the Curious Creatures, but I think the Curious Creatures is brighter, more colorful, and more cleanly done. And these are beautiful images, but there's something in the production that doesn't quite do it for me. I don't know. It's sort of more refined, but they don't feel as sharp, or there's too much going on in the images, and the cardstock feels to me like cereal box cardstock.
Oh, that
So,
sucks.
but I did get another one today from Turkey, and I'm dying for Sandra to see it. I'm not going to take time showing it now, but tomorrow I'll probably either do a live or do a walkthrough. It's called, because I know she loves cats, it's called the Bastet Tarot.
Oh, I know that one.
Oh, nice.
Highly glossy, and it's like abstract paintings of cats, but they're all in the same style. I can't tell if it's AI or not because it's really amazingly done,
I
but
don't
they
think so.
are they do look like they're all in the same style, and I don't know if you can do an AI deck where all the images look like the same artist did them.
You
But
can, I think.
I should do a
Don't know
little bit
about
of
that.
research, but it's
Yeah, I don't think I think it's older than the recent AI craze.
it's very much it's dark like night cards, black, but oranges and yellows mostly. So it's a very kind of not warm deck, but at night. And these cats are like amazing looking. So and I'm not a cat person, but it's one of those decks that even if you're not a cat person, you could love it because the art is so wild and wonderful. So
Oh, I look forward to seeing that one then, Robin.
yeah. Or maybe I should show you one card. That's dead.
Yeah, show.
Yeah,
I haven't been buying decks. I didn't buy decks for myself this year because it's been like, I think it took me half this year to get through all the ones I had to do a walkthrough of. So I had stopped prior to 2022.
I
didn't buy as much, but yeah.
Oh,
Here's the Fool.
cool.
Oh, that's cute.
Sweet.
It's
Interesting.
cute.
Yeah. And so I love the sort of like modern abstract feel of the Fool. And here's the High Priestess.
Oh, I like
Oh.
her.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of spacey quality to it. There's the Empress.
Aww.
Oh, that's so cute.
Look at her
That
eyes.
Empress.
Shrek, clear Shrek cat.
The Magician.
Oh.
Oh,
So
cool.
they don't have any numbers on them, just the titles. But anyway, I'll do a walkthrough tomorrow. I don't want.
Yes.
That's just a bit of a tease today. But I'm thrilled that it showed up, and even though I had to go pick it up somewhere, and that I got it in time for the holidays. And
And you got it on Etsy, Robin?
yeah, the Bastet Tarot. It's from Turkey, so you might get it quicker if you order it.
Maybe.
Not from Turkey, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
And they also, I don't like the backs. These are the backs, but
Oh,
yeah.
I like them, actually.
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're
And
not reversible though.
No.
No, they're not. But I don't do reversals, so I don't care.
Yeah, they had it all wrapped up in Christmas paper, and they included a chunk of rose quartz and
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
dry herb flowers and stuff. I thought you
Oh,
need to do that. You know, I mean, it's
That's
really nice.
nice.
that's nice touch. Yeah.
It's nice when they do stuff like that, but and even like a little personal thank you tag.
Dear Robin. Oh.
So I like when they take the extra effort, but it's like I'm just there about the cards. You know, it's like this
I don't appreciate you being nice.
came in a organza bag, so it's like I'd rather have a storage box than a chunk of quartz and the herbs. But
Yeah, but probably it's more expensive because adding boxes to order, it's
Would be.
it can really drive off the price. But I will need to leave soon, so I pulled the card for people who are here, and I'm really sorry, honestly, because I didn't think about opening anything with comments, so I don't know if anybody said anything to me. I'm really sorry if I missed it. But
can you do, since you're leaving, can you pull your card?
I already, I just want to show that I already pulled the card, and I really like it.
Let me see. How do I make you
Big.
how to do it though?
I'm the Christmas monster. Yeah, there's a solo. There should be a solo layout option.
I have the solo, but it solos me. How do I get you in there?
If you click on my little icon, or
Oh. No, that took you out of the stream. Maybe
I mean,
I got
look at me! Yay! Big me! So hopefully, I can't do that. So no, it's nourishment. So it's actually just reminder to keep take time to nourish yourself, and it doesn't have to be food. It doesn't have to be anything that you spend your money on. It's just something that you like to do, because nourishing your soul is as important than nourishing your body. But that reminds me as well that try to sleep a lot or more than usually, because the holidays are good for actually sleeping and not getting up early because we don't have to work. So yeah, I like that nourishment.
Yay.
It's pretty.
Yeah, thank you.
And now you can take me off, yes. And I can now be replaced by the wonderful Gerald, for example.
Yes, Gerald, are you standing by in the green room?
Okay, so yeah, I'm honestly I'm really happy that I was here. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you to everyone who showed up, and it was really nice to see all of you. And honestly, I'm sorry for missing out the comments, but but just look at my rainbow tree. Look at that.
I love that. That's so
I love it.
cool.
So I bid farewell with my rainbow tree.
Thank you for
Bye,
sharing.
guys.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
And Gerald, we've got room for you now. Oh, he says be there shortly. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is there a costume change for Gerald?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's baking cookies or something.
Oh, if you're
Probably.
baking cookies, bring some for us. Or
No.
she said nourishment, y'all.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
why I
true.
just said y'all.
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 I think back to Robin, you had asked Orshi a question, like you said that, well, walking is something that you do normally. So is there something different? But there can be something different about the walk around the holidays if you're a spiritual person, using that time especially to connect with spirit and to, take that time to be in solitude with spirit, in nature, or, in the home, creating your own rituals and whatnot. And that could be a time to sort of renew your spiritual practice.
And some joy that I miss, Kristen, is when you used to do your little videos of walks in the woods and share your thoughts, because, if you were ordinarily walking out there, maybe you'd be thinking about those things or maybe not. But when you're recording it for the rest of us, you're almost forced to verbalize it and share it with us. And it's a wonderful kind of joy that you share when you do that.
Yeah, I'll do it eventually. I just I needed a break. I haven't made a video since the spring, so I haven't had anything to say. You know, nothing will come
I needed
out.
a break. I haven't made a video since the spring, so I haven't had anything.
Hi, Jen.
Hello.
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 You look fabulous.
Yes,
Yeah.
Father Christmas right there.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
Christmas present, yes.
Gerald,
there
have
you
you
go.
ever made any of those holiday sweaters? Do you follow patterns such that you can do like a Danish pattern sweater or
I have done Fair Isle knitting, so which is this, but I've not made any complicated holiday specific
did you
ones.
you didn't make that one, did you?
I did.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh,
See, that's impressive.
Beautiful.
yeah.
So
That really is impressive.
Great.
it's warm, and I figured I wanted to be warm because it was when I woke up, it was -7 today, and we had snow.
Oh,
So there you go.
Yeah.
Woo!
it's 46 here and raining like crazy.
Wow.
Same.
It's just a
Same
reminder. Science is real.
It's real.
Hashtag.
Hi, everybody.
So, would anybody else care to volunteer any little self joy making activity that they do when they need to seek time alone or when they are alone and need a little bit of joy?
Even like reading, say if you have got a new book
Mhm.
or a favourite book, rereading, just having some quiet time to yourself and reading either a new book, a favourite book, a Christmassy type book. Personally, I always love reading Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol at this time of year, so
Yeah.
you know, even something like that.
Yep.
Especially if you get lost in it, you know, like you get attached to the characters, and so you're
Right.
like you're not alone because you have the
Exactly.
characters. Yeah.
I love to cuddle up under a polar
Yeah.
fleece blanket with a hot mug of something delicious and read a book. You know, it's
That
Does
was
this
another
count
thing.
as a Christmas read?
I can't
that-
see.
What's this?
Oh,
My
wow.
heart is a chainsaw.
Does that count? I mean, it's white and red. Does that?
Regina, that's nice.
Fragine.
I guess
Yes.
if you find joy in it, it counts.
I haven't read it yet. It's on my pile.
Oh, God.
Everything is a horror right now that I have on the pile.
I love horror actually, so that
Oh,
probably would be a good one for me.
Awesome. I have some recommendations for you then,
Oh,
Sandra.
cool.
Yes. I will message them to you.
I was dragging out some of my Christmas decks. Like I have some Krampus playing cards, which are
Oh, yeah.
fun and old fashioned and creepy. And, yeah, scary.
Is there a Krampus deck? I seem to remember there being a Krampus deck that was out or in the process of being made, and I'm like, I can't find anything about it.
I haven't seen any tarot. These are playing cards, but they do have a different image on each card. And if you can read playing cards, you can read with them, although they're not intuitive between the images and the card. So,
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
I still want the deck though.
Bye, Simon. Bye, Ms. Tarot D. I didn't mean to drive people off.
Drive people off. No.
um,
You remind
and
me
I
of the
also
whole
have
thing.
playing cards, sorry, of these Danish gnomes or Swedish gnomes or wherever they're from, Scandinavian gnomes. And then another one that just has sort of kind of Bob, what's his name? Painter Bob type Christmas landscapes.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Yeah, they're not him, but it's that kind of feel, like the stuff he does, you know.
Yeah.
I just like to look at
Mhm.
pictures. Picture books. I'd love a picture book around this time
Sure.
of year, or children's
Actually,
with great illustrations. Sorry.
talking about pictures and things like that, you remember Robin, the Christmas deck that you sent me a couple of years back now, the Christmas story deck. I always get that out at this time of year, and they're quite large cards.
Yeah.
And you have like a scene on the front, and on the back it gives you ideas for a story related to that card. Like if it's the snowman,
Oh,
what
that's
is the
nice.
snowman thinking? Where, you know, that type of thing. Really nice. And some of the pictures are kind of more kind of old fashioned as well. It's a nice deck.
I forgot to get that out, but I've got it here somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I forgot it's in the next room.
I still crave the
I
winter
also
weight
like
deck.
to-
I've never bought it.
Can you fix
Go
that, Regina?
I can
Can you
if
fix
once I
that?
come out
I
of-
mean, you have people relatives who are
Snorted.
watching. Hashtag, you know, purchase responsibly, know your limits. It's called the winter weight.
It wouldn't get there in time overnight.
No, it's okay.
You know, it's okay. I also like to, this time of the year, I like to, because it's quiet, everything, you know, I've already celebrated my family stuff on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So this is the perfect time to do that, where I can binge watch a TV series like The Vicar of Dibley or Warehouse 13, you know, just one of those just fun little shows that just, you know, make me happy. So,
You
or
can
I can
brace-
watch.
You can brace
I-
yourself or steel your nerves for dealing with family coming up.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
So,
calm
but I
down,
also
calm-
like, but I,
Sorry.
She wasn't talking to
Sandra
you,
just told
Gerald.
me to
Sorry, it
calm
wasn't
down.
you, it was cats. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, it wasn't you, Gerald.
It's funny.
I'm sorry. It was the cats going
no.
there.
Well, and everybody knows but it sounded, I mean, it could work, right? I mean, yeah, it was perfect. You were doing it like down to me, and I'm like, okay.
No, sorry.
It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. It's awesome. No, I also watch lots of versions of A Christmas Carol because, you know, it's one of my favorite stories. So
Mine too, yeah. I've
and it
watched
would be
different
winter
ones.
weight, as in winter.
WAIT.
If somebody's a moderator, yeah, if somebody's a moderator, they could actually link it, because we're just encouraging knowing your limits and purchasing responsibly.
By buying me the winter weight.
Yes, by buying and giving you joy every time you look at it. So.
I think Water Ballet thinks it's a diet deck because he or she spelled it weight, WEIGHT, winter weight. We all put on a little.
Yeah, we all put on winter weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anybody enjoying baking or buying and receiving tasty treats?
I have
Candy.
tasty treats that have been bought for me, which I'm like, oh no, because I go to Slimming World, but then, and they tell you not to have these things even over Christmas, but I'm like, if you can't have something at Christmas, you know, all right, I'm going to put some weight on, but I just have to work harder to get it off after New Year.
My sister sent me an enormous heavy box filled with stuff from the grocery. And it's like half of it I can buy myself. I appreciate it, but I had to struggle with it up the stairs. And then it's sort of too much. It's like having all these treats in the house. It's like I lack control. You know, it's like I should just have one and then, you know, a day or one, you know.
Because you know they're there.
But yeah, and I know they're there, and there's so many temptations. Well, I wanted something a little savory. Oh, I want something a little sweet. Well, there's a difference between candy sweet and cookie sweet. Oh, and here's these little mini pies. And it's like, I can't handle it all.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna bake either on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. We haven't decided what yet, but this year we're just doing chocolate chip cookies from scratch. And like I used to do this thing called, what did we call it? Cookie Get-In. So I would make as many cookies as I could think of for the season. And it like started at the beginning of December, and it was I had to not do that anymore after a little while. And in this apartment, like it's way too small, but we would have so many. But I do love doing that.
MA has put in the link to the winter. I mean, we're just, you know, it's okay because it doesn't count. You didn't purchase it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, actually, if it's something gifted to you.
Yes.
Laura Bondurant, she says, thanks guys, now I'm crying. Maybe what I need to do with y'all.
She lost her husband and her pet, I believe, this year. It's been a tough year.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But I'm glad we're a safe space for you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's hard. It's hard. So, and Debbie Aquarius Al said there is a mashup version of 300 versions of A Christmas Carol somewhere on YouTube. I will be looking for that as soon as we are finished.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. I also, it's cold weather here, so it really got cold. So now I want to bake bread. And I already have soup in the crock pot, so I'm like going, ooh, yeah.
If you bake bread, do you get creative and make it into shapes, or you just put it in a big loaf pan?
It just is a big loaf.
Okay. You don't braid it or
You're trying
anything.
to what?
I'm trying to push
because
you.
I want to actually make it. No, I just want to make the bread. I want the bread to rise. So, you know, that's the key.
Yeah.
Having that homemade smell.
Yeah. And Joan B says, I am raising sourdough for cinnamon buns right now.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
Okay, so I heard this thing about sourdough that when you have your starter, you're supposed to name the starter. Did you name your starter? That's what I want to know. And what is its name?
I did not name my starter. I know.
Regina's
well,
judging
maybe
you
that's
right
why
now.
it doesn't work. Well, of course, Regina's judging me. I mean, you know. But here, let me ask you this. Yes. So those of you who have sourdough, please leave a comment. Did you name your sourdough starter? And Regina, what did you name yours?
I don't have sourdough starter because we don't have space. We don't have space.
Joan B said,
but I probably would have named it Falcor if I did.
Wow.
Why Falcor?
Because it's the luck dragon from the Neverending Story.
Yeah, what's that to do with sourdough, though?
It doesn't. It just means it will live forever because it's a luck dragon.
Okay.
Joan says it's a long story. She has a name, but she doesn't talk to it.
Okay.
And hers has a title. Wow.
Interesting.
Maybe that's what would help me actually get sourdough to work.
Naming the starter and
give it a title.
or give it a title, you know.
Yeah, like
Baron. And then that way every sourdough loaf that I make from it is then related to royalty.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, you know.
Your first one you name has to be what, a king or an emperor or
it's a queen, of course.
Queen, yes.
Fabulous.
Duh.
Oh, Emma the Gray says, which tarot card would your sourdough starter be? Ace of Swords?
Ooh.
It has to be a Petable?
No, mine is the 9 of swords. No, the 10 of swords. Because it's always deflated. It never, starts. So that's no, I should say that's the loaves that I try to make, because they always don't go. So
But
definitely a pentacle.
if you poke sourdough with a lot of knives, will it still rise or not?
No.
And yeah, I think that'd be a sourdough ender rather than a
Yeah.
sourdough starter.
Oh, aren't we
You're
all
getting a
sourdough
lot of good.
enders, really?
I love it. You're getting a lot of good comments. I think it would be a 2 of pentacles, actually, because it's a delicate balance, right? With water and flour and not letting it rise too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Those are good comments.
Now I feel inspired to make cookies.
Do it. I'm all about the cook. Let me live vicariously through you, since I can only do one batch this year.
I only know how to make peanut butter cookies. That's all I know. So.
That's perfect though, because I'm only doing chocolate.
Well, that is perfect. Isn't that one of your favorite cookies, Robin? Peanut butter cookies?
Yeah, with the fork marks in them.
Yeah, that's my favorite cookie too.
The original hashtag as those fork marks.
Yeah.
Oh, the original hashtag are peanut butter cookies.
Yes.
That's it. I love that. Oh, and Kim Moon Whisperer is making cookies right now.
I seem to remember my mom in a cookie exchange thing where all the women would each make big batches of one kind of cookie, and then they'd all do trades. They would get together, and then you'd end up with a wide variety of different cookies other people bake, because you'd have one to give to each person.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, Kim Moon Whispers making cookies right now.
That's cool.
I don't have an oven, so I don't think I can bake in the microwave.
There's no baked cookies you could do though.
Yeah.
They're tasty.
Yeah. Oh, the chocolate oatmeal ones.
Yes, the chocolate peanut butter oatmeal. So those are my sick cookies. I eat until I get sick. Then I wait for the nausea to pass. Then I eat some more. I just can't get enough of them. They're so good.
Yeah.
But Christmas cookies are a thing you do in the US, aren't they? Because they don't do Christmas cookies here.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are your treats? Mince pies?
Yeah, mince pies.
And is mince pie, is that something sweet,
yes.
or does it have meat in it?
No, it's a sweet mince meat. It's called mince meat, and you immediately think of mince meat as in bolognese or lasagna or something. But it's not. It's a sweet.
It's like a molasses type.
Kind
stuff?
of, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of. But so good. So people often bake mince pies. Some people will make their own Christmas cake, which again is a fruit cake with icing and marzipan and stuff on. But we don't have Christmas cookies. I mean, you can go into a shop and buy cookies that are done specially for Christmas, that might be special ones for Christmas, but it's not the same as like you guys have with baking Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of marzipan stuff there?
Sorry?
Do you do a lot of marzipan stuff there? I don't think that's real big over here.
Yeah, there is, yeah. Yeah. You can even buy like these they look like little tiny fruits. But so you might have apple, pear, orange.
Oh yeah.
They're all made of marzipan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a restaurant near me that sells marzipan treats and stuff. I've never eaten it though. They're very pretty though. Like peaches, like giant, like whole peach. They look like whole peaches, but they're marzipan.
I guess you can work with it real easy, like clay or something, right? To mold.
It's soft.
What were you gonna say, Regina, about cooking and baking and stuff?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. And by the way, one batch of chocolate chip cookies that you're making, is that 144 individual cookies, or is it fewer than that?
It's usually fewer than that. I don't know.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I don't
That's
know.
disappointing.
Why 144?
Because it's 12 dozen.
Yeah, 12 times 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
Panettone. I was trying to think of what is like. I'm like, that's a Christmas thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
I like to get the one with the chocolate chips in it, though, as opposed to the traditional with the little fake fruit in it. Because
Someone I know posted on Facebook that she recently made. She made French toast with panettone, and she's like, "Going, there's no going back now after that."
No.
Look at Kristen Louise. She's like, "What? You have my attention."
Yeah.
It would be a gross of cookies. You're right, Donna. It would be a gross of cookies. But Emma the Grey said at least one meal of holiday season should consist entirely of cookies. In my opinion,
I love
agree.
that.
That's
Yes.
true.
These are healthy life choices.
Yes. And what you do is you don't eat anything the day before or the day after so that the calories balance out.
There you go.
That's so good for your metabolism.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's what it is. Science is real.
Yeah.
It's all about calories in and calories out.
Yeah. Just eat lots of veggies the next day.
Yes.
Just veggies.
And right now I'm actually spending a lot of time on calories going in. So that's what that's my aspect of the equation. I've shut Robin down. I'm like, oh, sorry, Robin.
Amelia Gray says, "Oh man, I'm making my grocery list during this live. It's dangerous."
Well, I mean, we could reduce the list by talking about what's my mom's in the chat, so she's gonna know what I'm talking about. It's like Christmas, is it Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve? The family tradition, our meal. Now, there's one thing on it that's delightful, which is pierogies, and then the other one is pierogies. Oh.
I forgot to get those at the grocery.
But there's like aya oil and fried schmelz.
What's schmelz?
Man.
It's like the tiniest, boniest fish. I don't know who looked at a schmelt and was like, "Yes, let's put this in our face."
Yeah.
Yes. But you just fry it to hack him back until like the bones are like basically edible, and you like crunch on these things. And then aya oil is like, I actually love aya oil, but most people think it's incredibly gross. And it's basically angel hair pasta with olive oil, garlic, and anchovies.
Okay.
But it doesn't agree with me now. Like, I can't. And then we can't make it here because the smell will last for months. All the stray cats will come. We don't need that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually make meatloaf for Christmas Eve dinner.
Oh, nice. Nice, Jeremy.
That's nice.
I actually went to the store yesterday, and we've had Kristen Louise lives in the same state and central area, but we've had 2 days of people panicking about the winter storm. And so I was like going, all right, I'm going to go to the store. I went early because when I was leaving the store, there were droves of people coming in. So I'm like going, all right. So I found some hamburger on sale. I'm looking, oh yeah, let's do this.
They didn't beat you up and steal your meatloaf.
No, but I also bought potatoes, so I may make mashed potatoes.
I've got potatoes in my cupboard I don't know what to do with. I keep postponing cooking them because I need a new idea. They're these little dinky, tiny potatoes, and they look great, but I don't know what to do with them.
You have a toaster oven? Do you have a toaster oven?
No, just a microwave.
Just microwave them and then add milk to them, and add butter, sour cream, mix them together, make yourself some mashed potatoes.
Can I use oat milk or no?
Sure.
That's all I got. Also, somebody told me that even though these are tiny, that if you slice them really thin, they're much tastier, kind of cooked and swaddled in butter and herbs.
Mhm. Yeah, they
Yeah.
do have a stronger flavor. They're good.
So coming back to the topic, which is ways to make yourself happy and bring some holiday joy,
Mm.
Gerald's grocery store discussion, where with the crowds and the stores, was like, I was thinking about that, and I'm like, one thing that could potentially, in a very petty way, make you really happy to be alone during the holidays is you can point and laugh at all the people who have to struggle with that to prepare and fight all those crowds, right? Like you're
It's
spared
true.
this.
True.
That's true. A good friend and I, we have a tradition to go out shopping on Christmas Eve. And it was basically an excuse to people watch. He's am I allowed to say he's watching the daddies frantically trying to get all of the Christmas gifts done? And me, I'm just like going, it's fun. It's silly because I don't have to get anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And so occasionally there's a nice wow, this is a really inexpensive thing that's I've been looking for, but I don't need. So it's like cool. And then I'm smiling and happy the whole time. So I'm the odd person out often.
I tend to be guilty of buying lots of little things I don't need. And I'm lucky that I don't crave stuff from Tiffany's. It's like I can buy a greeting card at the corner store or some little trinket. I mean, I went to one of the job lots and I bought a little 3-pack Christmas ornament of little trees for I think $1.50 or something. And I took the thing off it, and I have a whole collection of like little Christmas trees anyway. So I'm just getting a lot of joy out of the reflective, shiny quality of this stupid little item here that I bought to cheer myself up. And to get back to the making joy thing, since I'm not getting a whole lot of suggestions, I'll tell you some of the things I do. I'll light candles, I'll burn incense, I'll try a different kind of tea than I normally do. I'll eat a kind of pastry or sweet than I usually do. I'll watch old classic Christmas movies on YouTube or Christmas specials. I'll listen to carols or music on the internet radio. What else have I done? I'll thumb through a book, or I'll buy a deck, or I'll look at pictures. Boy, now I've run out of things that
watching favourite films is always nice, isn't it? Over Christmas, watching films. You could just sit there like you were saying about snuggly blankets, Robin, and watch some favourite film on TV. Over Christmas. I mean, that's always nice.
And I even if it's not Christmas, I love watching bushcrafting videos, and particularly in the winter. People that live the van life or bushcrafting, they have like a little cottage in the woods that they built, a little shelter or something, or they're camping in the snow, which sounds crazy, but it makes me so much more grateful for what I have. And it's like, my God, I'm rich. I have all this stuff. Other people wouldn't consider it rich, but when you look at these little videos and it's just a little log shelter, with a bench to sleep on and a little table and a chair, and that's about it, and some candles or what's the gas, propane heater or whatever. It's just like, I don't know. I just appreciate things like a warm blanket, and a cup of tea or something.
It adds a perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It adds a great perspective. You'd mentioned, lights, and you're getting these trees that are shiny. I actually like to keep those all up throughout the winter because there's snow oftentimes in the winter. So I would love to, I would keep that up all winter, and the the wreath because it's pretty. It's shiny.
I'm terrible. I keep my little trees up all year round.
Yeah.
I think that's great. If it brings you joy,
I'm at an age that it's like, why not?
I mean, it's like, you have to look at the other extreme of being alone on the holidays. Is the people who feel so stressed out, they have to make everything perfect, go to house to house to house, to party to party to party, buy all the gifts, make everything wrapped, everything's perfect, and they're just miserable. They're so
Yeah.
stressed out and miserable like every holiday. And it's like, that's not good either,
No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not. Then
Yeah.
what fun and joy is there then in that?
Yeah.
exactly,
Oh,
exactly. Oh, that's great, MA.
oh,
Oh, look
look.
at that, Robin.
How cute is that?
Aw.
And I've got a collection of tree bells.
Nice.
Yeah. Lots of little crap.
Everybody, Deanne is here, so everybody sip.
Sip, sip.
Hi.
So, but I think coming back to topic, like it really is like we boil it down, like it's really small things that can just make people like really
That's
just give you
true.
that little
Yeah.
bit of joy and warmth, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
This one-
little things.
This one's full of glitter and it's just from the dollar store.
Oh, I love glitter.
I think it's a tree topper, but it's a tree.
That's
So
great. Yeah.
I love that.
so
Very
classic
much.
movies. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Ooh. Hey, Elaine.
I like Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. That's
Oh my
my
gosh.
I watched
show.
that last year for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been watching
Yeah,
it
it
since I was a little
fun.
kid. Yeah, it's so cute.
I've been watching a lot of the old black and white ones, and somehow I appreciate them more with the colors stripped out. There's something so classic and different about them. I watched The Bishop's Wife, and I watched The Bells of St. Mary's the other night, and what was the other one? There's so many different ones. I did watch Desk Set, which I love, but that one's in color. But
My mom was so excited when I was like, my friend posted Bells of St. Mary's. It's free on YouTube. She was so excited.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love
cool.
the Muppet Christmas Carol as well.
Yeah.
Yes, me too. Me too. It's a great one.
Yeah.
It's a great
I'm
one.
going to have to pick a Christmas Carol because I'm not sure I've ever seen one all the way through, just bits of it. So I need to find the one to look at. And people keep telling me the Alastair Sim one is the best one, but I don't know.
I'm a fan of the Patrick Stewart one that came out in the 90s.
I like that one.
Oh yes.
It's closer to the book, and I appreciate that. So
I like
I
Scrooge.
also like it. I don't think it's a big
Scrooged is
favourite
good.
for everyone. Is the musical version of A Christmas Carol, Scrooge, A Christmas Carol.
Scrooge, yeah.
Yeah, the Scrooge one. I quite like that. But I'll watch any of them if they're Scrooge or A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I had an idea for closing out this live, and I'm not pushing us to close it out, but I'm afraid we might get caught up short. So maybe we could do our card share now, and then we can just linger and do whatever else we want.
I was going to say, I've got to go in a minute anyway, Robin.
Why don't you go first then, Sandra?
Okay, so I've already shuffled the deck and pulled. The deck is the Mists of Avalon. It would be. And the card is Rodaway. She's she in the mist is the Lady of Flowers who betrayed her husband with another man and got turned into an owl, and she could only come out at night time, so that's why I've got the owl here. But you've got manifestation and renewal with this card. Renewal, you could look at that as over the Christmas period a time of renewal for yourself, for your spirit, soul, I'm going to put it in that way, and manifesting for the new year and things to come. And because this card is from the Mists of Avalon, I think we have the blessings from Avalon. So we have blessings to everyone this season from Avalon. Just mine.
That's amazing. That's great.
Thank you.
So yeah, so I will have to go now, guys, I'm afraid. But it was lovely, and thank you for asking me, Robin.
Thanks for
Thank you,
coming
Big
by
Steve.
and sharing your joy.
Okay.
Hey.
And watch for my cat walk through.
Oh, I will. Don't worry, I will. I really want to see that. Bye.
Bye, Sandra. Aw.
I'm going to go next, if you don't mind. I have magically transformed, just for the holidays. My open face tarot is called the Snowman Tarot.
Ooh.
Because the figures on it could be anything, but for the holidays, they're snowmen. Okay. And the card that I pulled is the Lovers. And this makes me think of the Stephen Stills song, "Love the One You're With." If you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. And that means also, if you don't have someone to love, you need to love yourself, because we're all connected. Even when we're alone, we're still all connected. So make sure to love yourself, take care of yourself, and feel the joy that is all spread through each and every one of us throughout the universe. So share in the joy, the love, the light. Blessings
Love
on
that.
that.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Well, I should probably go next because I'm using the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle.
Cool.
And I got light. And so I think the message here is to look for the places where there is light. And it goes back to what you were saying, Robin. It can be the little things that bring us the greatest joy. And I think for us to be able to see all of the light is around, it's like practicing gratitude, because the things that we are grateful for don't have to be huge, but our gratitude needs to be huge. So look for the little pieces and places of light.
Yeah.
So because the light is returning, and that is proven by science. We're getting more daylight.
Yes.
We're getting more daylight now since we've passed the solstice. So,
And it's the season of love and light. So yeah, absolutely.
yep. And the twinkling lights in the darkness are a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Cool.
And put up a few lights, Donna said.
Nice. So I've pulled a card from the Soul Trees Oracle, and the card that I got, I thought this was very interesting, and it's intention. My glare is like the worst. Okay, come on. Okay. Should I give up? So it's intention. And in terms of like as a blessing, especially when we get to be alone with our thoughts, right? Like sometimes having that step back from crowds, or not having a lot of voices in our ear in a literal way, means that we get to kind of focus inward and really connect with what it is that we want in the coming seasons for ourselves, and sort of reflect on that. We can take that time when we're not surrounded by a lot of folks, right? Like, so we can take advantage of that time. I think I feel like I'm saying the same thing repeatedly, but take advantage of that time to kind of connect with that, invite and invoke what it is that you want, maybe even make practical plans and things like this about how to achieve that. Yeah, and just be intentional.
Regina, I love the image on that card because that tree looks like it's dancing, and it also looks like it's reaching out. And I think this is a good time to sort of reach out to others, you know.
Hmm.
And it's got snow in the background, I believe, unless I'm seeing it wrong. It looks like snow. It's a bare tree and snow.
It's
And
interesting. It's very it's watercolor, so it's all very soft and suggestive.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Yay.
Cool.
I'm getting a very connection vibe from it. Like reach out and connect.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Very
I decided to use the Star Rune Oracle, my Oracle deck, and I got a card similar to Gerald's. I got Sowilo, Conquer the Darkness, and it's a woman who's lighting a candle in the dark. And I think this time is not just can be difficult as far as being lonely, but can be a sense of sadness, a very deep, deep sadness for some people who have gone through some major losses. And I think this is a card of hope, of focusing on the light that's to come, to know that the only thing that stays the same is change, and that your grief will change. It might not go away, but it'll change form. You'll be able to carry it more easily. And just to look to that light, to know that that light is coming your way, and to keep that in mind, through the hard times.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's light.
I've been doing so much joy making for myself, and I have too much stuff to eat in the house, but I realized I left one thing out. I forgot. So tomorrow, since I have nothing else really to do except that walkthrough, I'm going to make a point of going out, seeking out chocolate fudge.
Yes.
Because it's something I love, and it's gotten really expensive. And I thought about that, and that was keeping me from buying it. And I thought, what am I saving the money for? If I've got the money for it and I want it, why am I concerned about the cost of it? It's something I'm really going to enjoy. I'm just going to go buy this fudge. It's all I have to buy tomorrow. So
Have you heard of Uranus Fudge Factory?
no.
From Missouri. It's from Uranus, Missouri. There's a fudge factory there, and it's called Uranus Fudge Factory. And the people that work there, they're called fudge packers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's delicious, though. It's delicious fudge. So.
And on that note,
Oh my God. There was a question Emma the Gray asked Robin, do you have any peanut brittle left?
I do. Actually, in the box, my sister sent me 2 little containers of it. And
Nice.
I actually had already found it at my grocery, although they called it Peanut Crunch. And it was more peanuts than the brittle part. Both of them are good. I've been kind of alternating. I'm just going to make myself so sick with sweets this holiday. I have to be really careful.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still have a bag of circus peanuts I need to turn into creatures at some point. Because that's what they're meant for. I am convinced.
Circus peanuts are small things that bring one's joy.
Yes.
They also confuse, how is this peanut orange thing taste like banana?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, 3 things that don't go together. Well, let's make them go together.
Yes.
An orange banana flavored peanut with no peanuts in it.
Yeah. My mom loves them, and I can't find them anywhere.
That's amazing. Yeah, I usually find them at Big Lots or the dollar store.
Yeah, go to Dollar General.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a clown peanut, yes.
Yeah.
And I love it. Emma the Gray is like going, those keep for about 90 years. And then
Right?
Joan B. Yeah. And Joan B. said, OMG, Uranus fudge is real.
It is.
I
know.
love that someone immediately Googled it and found it. It's the best.
I don't think the name would be a selling point for most people.
It is. Apparently, it's very popular. You could buy T-shirts with really vulgar things on them and everything.
So you
Wow.
think they specifically picked that name because they knew how it would be received?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
I won't even say what's on the T-shirts.
Everybody goes to look now.
Yeah.
I can hear the fingers going.
See, and this is the thing. This is another thing that is about joy. When you're with
Yes.
people, with family, you go down these crazy conversations, and we get this. We got this great little tidbit from Kristen Louise, and now we're all like, really? Is that a thing?
And like we have
and
to
now
follow the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that I love things like that. I think those are great.
Mhm.
So, because we've been laughing about it, and it's like, oh my gosh. So it's awesome.
Laughter is the best medicine.
And yeah, apparently Joan B. said, quote, the best fudge comes from Uranus, end quote.
Is that their selling quote, or did she make that up?
No,
Oh,
that's their quote. Yeah.
okay.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Someone give me credit for all the things that I am not saying. Joan is like, it's on the website. Okay.
Yeah. Well, this would be different if all the boys were here in this live.
Oh my gosh.
We wouldn't be able to stop it.
I actually think with Regina and Kristen, they could hold their own.
Yeah.
I think
Just
they can hold
imagine
their own.
Ben. Just imagine Ben. Just like.
Well, you know what? And then I think we would all be getting worse just to see how red Ben could get.
That's true. That's true.
It's like it's really hard to resist trying to make him blush harder.
Yeah.
Thank you for the props, people. I'm getting, I'm like, May the Great gave me mad props. Maruta gave credit, and Patrice is, we've got this. Somebody tell Ben about it. Where is Ben when we need him? Donna said.
Yeah. I think he's with family tonight.
Yeah.
I think I asked him about it. I invited him, but he couldn't.
Mm-hmm. Probably watching a movie that I haven't seen yet.
Or maybe he's packing fudge somewhere.
Yeah.
Listen.
We could hope. We could hope. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
All right. Listen, guys, I'm not sure what else we can cover today, but you have something. What are those magnets? Oh, eyes.
Googly eyes.
Oh, gosh.
Go like this.
Cover your eyes.
And
Oh
now
my
it's
God. Yeah, Regina and I did the same exact thing at the same time.
It's Guillermo
it.
del Toro, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Guillermo, yeah.
All right, guys. I think now all this talk about sweets, I guess I have to go dig through the box and have something. But
I approve of that.
I'm trying to decide what to do for dinner tonight. It's not even, it's like lunchtime. I'm thinking about dinner. But that idea about pierogies, if I don't get back to the grocery, I may have some delivered from the Polish restaurant.
That sounds
Be better.
delicious.
Oh, see, you don't have a whole lot of snow, Robin. Is that right?
No, it's just rain here. I was hoping for snow.
Wow.
I was told the roads aren't bad here in Columbus, that it's just really, really, really cold.
Well, and
It is really, really cold, but I'm not going anywhere.
my groceries are only a block and a half away, so it's not. Even if it was knee-deep snow, it wouldn't be much trouble. But I'm in my brand new. I've ordered some new pajama bottoms. These yellow plaid.
Wow.
Nice.
They look comfortable.
And I don't want to change my clothes to go out again. I've been out once already today.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to Walmart, you don't need to change.
True, true.
Yeah, you're a little dressed up for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Joan B said Steelers. Those are Steelers colors. Well done, Joan.
Right.
Oh.
Stillers.
It's
the
just
Stillers.
mustard to me.
Oh yeah, and there's a fair amount of wind here. That's why my house is chilly. So, check you
Now
out.
I want hot dogs and mustard. Since I mentioned the mustard color.
Oh my gosh. So have hot dogs and mustard and pierogies
Yeah.
and soups.
And then finish it up with well-packed fudge.
Yes.
All right, listen. Actually, I got nothing for you to listen to. 'Cause as soon as you talk about that fudge, I've just blanked. No, nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, but again,
I don't know
this
if
is
hot
that thing
dogs
that's
and
fun.
fudge should go on the same menu.
Depends upon who delivers it.
Yeah.
Where are my googly eyes?
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Maruda says that sounds like a perfect Cleveland menu. I'm not sure what that means.
Oh.
No
There's something about Cleveland I should know.
Well,
Mustard-
I bought some hot dogs at the grocery store yesterday.
Yeah.
So, and I got the crescent rolls so that I can do pigs in a blanket.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yum.
Gosh, I
I'm
haven't
like,
had
yeah.
those in like
Donna
forever.
Riedler says, I've never had mustard soup until this month. I've never heard of mustard soup. Have any of you?
Oh, I haven't.
No.
Oh yes, Maruta said they have a large Polish community in Cleveland.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and Emma the Gray is now Googling mustard soup.
Mustard soup. Yeah,
Oh.
I am too.
Isn't that
Nice.
cool? And that's one of the nicest things about having the internet in my palm is that it's just like it just adds whole layers of joy to these conversations, and it just deepens it. It's like, and you learn something. It's like,
Well, then what I think is interesting is that it can lead to like an actual action, like or activity, right? Like you learn about the mustard soup, and you're like, how do you make it? Let's go make this crazy thing.
Yeah.
You know.
yes, yeah.
Do you guys know that Donna and I met a few weeks ago?
I heard that. Yes.
Yeah. We didn't get a good picture, but yes, we met.
Yay!
It was
Yay.
lovely. Yeah.
That's
like
awesome.
I traveled to the Netherlands not long after she moved there, and I just happened to be going to the same city she lives in. And we met up.
Wow.
It was lovely. Had dinner with her husband.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
it was
nice.
Yeah, it was so nice.
That's excellent.
That's great. Yay. I think that's fun. Woohoo.
Never thought with so many people attending I'd run out of things to say, but I think I should take that as a cue to end this live and wish everybody the happiest holiday that they can muster up. And no pun on mustard, but yeah, do what you can and
Yeah.
try to make the most of it, and be curious to see how you fared after the holidays and into the new year.
Thank you for hosting this, Robin. It's been wonderful.
Thank you
It's
all
been great.
for being
Thank you.
and,
Thank you for inviting me.
and Gerald, thanks for being patient about
You're
being
welcome.
late.
You're welcome. I get it. So it's fun.
Okay, bye everybody. Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.